In the modern home, architects have done the job of providing more space for everybody by making one room do the work of 2 or 3, and very attractive, too. The guest room, and the dining room is used for only a short time each day.
Open your eyes and pay strict attention. You can thank us later. We're about to make you feel like your apartment just became twice the size. No, don't worry, there's no rent increase. It's all thanks to a unique contemporary line called Space Savers. We're here at 969 3rd Avenue in Manhattan at the Resource Furniture Showroom to take a look around this fun and fabulous space. Founded in 2000 by Steve Sped and Ron Barth, Resource Furniture has gained a reputation for providing interior designers, architects, and specifies access to European furniture not widely distributed in the U.S. Our reason for visiting Resource Furniture today is the Space Savers line. It reminds us of the movie Transformers, except pieces transform from desks into beds, couches into bunks, and so much more. You will not believe your eyes. And if you're living in a typical Manhattan apartment, after seeing this, you'll probably never buy traditional furniture again. We spoke with one of the founders of Resource Furniture, Ron Barth, and his passion for the line was obvious.
If Space Savers are to be understood, a New Yorker understands what space is all about, what the lack of space is all about. It really doesn't matter how big your apartment is. Depending upon the size of your family, it just seems that we never seem to have enough space. Whether we're single people, couples, people with children, space is always a premium in New York. It's a fact of life. The real thing about our systems is that they have more than one function. You can have a desk or a dining room table or shelving, a bookcase, open or closed with glass doors, a sofa, a whole sectional that hides a bed system so that you actually have the second function. And the reason why you save so much space is because this second function is performed so well. Resource Furniture found these years ago, and we have been working with the Italian factory, which is called Clay, and they're in Italy, and they produce these remarkable systems, and they are the top-of-the-line systems of all space-saving transformable furniture made anywhere in the world. Their 35 years of experience in making these things allows us to give a lifetime warranty on the product. Nothing ever breaks. These systems are almost infallible. There's very, very few moving parts. There's just a tremendous amount of great design and ingenuity in them. In this case, what you have is you have a system where you don't put something in front of the wall bed, there is something in front of the wall bed, and it's integrated into the system. So you have a desk that when you bring down your bed, everything remains on your desk. You don't have to take anything off your desk, and then the bed comes down over your desk. Or the desk raises up and the bed comes down from under the raised up desk. So the function happens in the same space, so not only are you saving space, you are creating space. The systems are the slimmest, most discreet, and the most refined and highly designed systems anywhere in the world. There's nothing that can match the quality, We give a lifetime warranty on these products and the mechanisms and the moving parts. There's very few moving parts because they're so ingeniously designed, and they're the easiest and simplest systems to operate ever made anywhere. Aside from the beds, we have a whole line of tables that are a remarkable line of tables. They're made by a company called Multifunzione in Italy, and they are really multifunction tables. They're beautiful coffee tables. They are, and each coffee table has another function. Either it turns into a kind of work table at your sofa, or it turns from a console table into a dining room table, or it turns from a coffee table into a dining room table. And these things operate, they function in seconds. It's not like an arduous process. Everything works, again, with fingertip ease. There's hydraulics in the tables and springs, so that when you put the table down, a hydraulic catches the table and eases back down into the coffee table position, and everything works just fabulously. When somebody comes and sees these things, they are absolutely amazed, because there's a certain level of expectation that you hope that you'll see or whatever, but when somebody comes and sees the furniture, we exceed their expectations invariably. People stand there with a mouth agape. They cannot believe how fabulous the system is, how well they work, how easily they work, how smoothly they work, how efficient they are, how it's more than what we say they are. They're better than you can imagine. It changes your life. It changes the way you inhabit your space, and it changes the way you can occupy, utilize your space. It just becomes a different world.
It looks like all is not as it seems to be. The Space Savers line is so practical. It's perfect for overnight guests. That small second bedroom, studio apartments, kids' rooms, and virtually anywhere you can imagine. Well, you've seen what Space Savers is all about. Now come into the Resource Furniture showroom and try out the systems for yourself. You don't have to move to a bigger apartment. You can solve the problem of not enough space with the Space Savers, and you can do it with European style. Visit the Resource Furniture showroom at 969 3rd Avenue at 58th Street, or visit online at resourcefurniture.com. You can also call 212-753-2039.
But Resource Furniture is actually many things. One of the things that we specialize in is the space-saving furniture, which is a remarkable line of products that's made in Italy. Resource Furniture is the United States importer and distributor for North America for clay in Italy. Regardless of whatever video you see or pictures of these systems, everybody who comes in the showroom finds that these systems completely exceed their expectations, because they work not only as well as they hope, but they work better than anybody ever anticipates. They are a revolution in the complete design of space-saving furniture, of wall beds, Murphy beds. There's really nothing like them. The depth of the systems is almost half of what a traditional or conventional Murphy bed is. All you have to do is move your chair. You have a 5.5-foot desk. The bed releases with a fingertip, and there's a stop built in so that the bed doesn't fall on you. Now you have to actively pull it down, but everything remains on the desk. The desk remains parallel to the floor. The balance is perfect. Everything operates very easily. This is a terrific sofa. It comes with a chaise lounge, or it comes just as a love seat, whatever you wish. And you can put your headrest back, and then you can just tuck your chaise away if you want just a straight sofa. But you access the bed, you just move your 2 pillows here, 3 pillows, and underneath the sofa you have storage, and you just pull on this handle. Whatever is on the shelf remains on the shelf. Your stack of books, whatever decorative objects, up to 40 pounds. You pull on the shelf, and then the shelf comes down, becomes the foot again, and there's your bed, a complete queen-size bed. The mattress is sprung. It has a system of steam-bent beechwood slats embedded in nylon and polypropylene fittings inside this aluminum frame, so that you have a box spring that's completely silent, yet springs and elevates the mattress so that it can aerate. This weighs about 450 pounds, and you can lift this really with just a few fingers. It's perfectly balanced, and then you put the bed up, and away it goes. I have people who come to me, they're moving into 200 square foot studios and can't imagine how they could live in them until they see our products. Real estate brokers send their clients or their prospective clients here to see these systems so that they can understand that they can actually live, inhabit comfortably a smaller space than they anticipated. 2-bedroom apartment where that second bedroom seems too small, now suddenly you can put 2 kids in that bedroom, and you can buy an apartment that you can afford. This is a full 7-foot desk. 2, even 3 people could sit at this desk. If you had it in a child's room and you had 2 kids in a room, there'd be enough room for 2 children to do their homework. And a mom or dad to sit in between them and help them. The desk, everything stays on the desk. It just lifts up. It's on a hydraulic mechanism, and then down comes your bed. Everything works with a fingertips. And complete ease of operation and a total and sensible use of space. Bottom, you just slip your hand in here. You have your lower bunk. You have a folding headboard. Here you have a memory foam mattress, which sits on a completely sprung base. All the systems have sprung bases built into a tubular steel frame, steel legs. Here you have the upper bunk. Again, another folding headboard. You have a fully integrated ladder, piston actuated, and there it goes. And you just seat it here. You have a rail and upper storage. The entire bunk bed happens in 12¼ inches of depth. It's really remarkable, and it takes seconds to open and close. And takes up virtually, again, 12¼ inches of depth. It's 85 inches wide, 7 feet 1 inches, and 86 5/8 inches tall. It will fit virtually anywhere. All of these systems have at least 2 different functions, and it isn't just a cabinet that's 24 inches deep with a bed. This is a cabinet that's 12¼ inches deep, then you can add a desk to it, you add the sofa. You have this whole second purpose. So what you're doing is you're saving so much space in your apartment, it's like getting an extra room. The design process is actually kind of a fascinating thing, because it involves a furniture designer, a mechanical engineer, and a hardware company, where a theory is put forth by a designer in a drawing. A mechanical engineer analyzes it, and the stresses and such, and the hardware required. Designs are done for the hardware, and then a hardware company goes through the process of analyzing the costs and prototyping it, and resolving whether the thing could be built at all. From what I've seen, at least a year from design and prototyping to bring out a new product, sometimes even 2 years. There's a lot involved in every single product. They are made to look extremely simple, and they're very, very easy to operate, but there is an incredible depth of experience, knowledge, design, and engineering behind every one of these systems, and they're executed in such a way so that the simplicity in construction and engineering, it manifests itself, and you result in a lifetime warranty on the product and the most discreet and refined wall beds ever made.